Good morning, everyone. I'm Captain Gilbert Lee. In the last talk, we have said the first master have reduced speed to away from the danger and have successfully passing the exercise. And now in the same exercise, still in the Singapore Strait, the vessel speed 19 knots and the coast 066 degrees. Let's see what's another master doing in this exercise. Okay, in the beginning is still the mess with the 6-minute speed vector. So how can you make any judgment by this confusions in this mess? So we should use this to decide how many collision spots we have in this course. Right now we can see within 6 minutes there will be 3 collision risk. Some were okay, like the small vessel from the south. 2 outbound vessels may be our major concern. We see in here we didn't separate. We keep all the pictures of 5 minutes in one picture. Let's see what happened. We have a maneuvering diagram in below. The color yellow line is our speed. After 5.5 minutes later, on-ship speed have reduced from 10.7 knots from the 19 knots. So it's 9 knots different. It's very good. But we can see the speed reduction is from the beginning. But the ship's master taking the action at the 3 minutes. In the below diagram we can see the master used hard port rudder to avoid 3 outbound vessels. If we were look out by the visual out of the window, we saw 3 vessels on our port side coming from out from the port limit to join the traffic lane. This seems to be a reasonable move because we cannot run into the collision with 3 vessels one by one. But if you take a close look at the radar's picture, we use 3-minute speed vector. By end of each vessel's speed arrow is where our location after 3 minutes. You can see after 3 minutes all these 3 vessels will be crossing our ship's bow. So there will be no necessary to alter course. All we have to do is reduce speed furthermore. Let all these 3 vessels come passing our ship head. But ship master used the port rudders about 1.5 minutes. The ship's heading changed from the 066 to 052, 14 degrees to port side. This seems a smart move, but actually this is not necessary. And we can just waiting the speed to reduce. No need this extra maneuvering. As we see, the vessel outbound from the Shanghai is too many maneuvering, and finally have a collision with small vessel. So, if we understand what situation we are in the simulator exercise or in the real world, we don't need to risk our life, because once the ship is turning, you will lose your ability to assess the risk collisions. We lose our judgment of collision risk because we said many times the ship's heading decides you have a collision or not. If you don't have a collision risk, why you alter course? You alter course to port side, you have the chance to collide with port side vessel. You alter course to starboard side, you have the chance to collide with starboard side vessel. So this is the lesson we must learn. Okay, in this exercise, we said the vessel have reduced speed from 19 knots to 10.7 knots. It's about 8 knots in 5.5 minutes. So the speed reducing rate is 1.5 knots per minute. That will be enough to avoid the collision, because the slow speed shorten our collision stick and give some extra time for another vessel to clear of the collision spot. So it is not necessary to alter course to port side to 051 degree. So we show you another captain's exercise. The speed reduced is 11.8 knots for the same time period, 5.5 minutes. So the speed reduction rate is 1.5 knots per minute. But this captain didn't apply too much rudder's movement. We can check on the light blue ones line on the maneuvering diagram. Maybe the captain used only port 10 for 30 seconds, or maybe port 5 for another 10 seconds. So the speed change is from 066 degree to 060 degree, 6 degree. And after 5.5 minutes, the vessel already see one small vessel outbound crossing her ship out, but another two vessels going to join the traffic lane at the general sailing direction, that is 066 degree. So this is, by these two captains maneuvering, we can understand very clearly. If our speed reduction is 1.5 knots per minute, then it should be enough for the collision avoidance purpose. So if you have a collision case after 6 minutes and you can reduce speed by 1.5 knots per minute, that means you can reduce 9 knots speed within 6 minutes. This will give you 9 cable distance away from the collision spot. So this 9 cable is about 1,500 meters away, about 3 ship lengths or 4 ship lengths, 5 ship lengths distance away from the collision spot. They will be enough for every vessel. But once if you have only 3 minutes, can you reduce speed by 9 knots? It's not necessary. Maybe you can reduce by 4.5 knots. That will give you extra 4.5 cable. It's about 800 meters, at least 2 ships' lengths to away from the danger. So this shows you why the speed reduction must be 1 minute is 1.5 knots. In an emergency case, you can check this by yourself if you remember this criteria. Then if it's not enough, by only reducing the engine speed, you have another option, which is called rudder cycling. That means use the hot pole, continue with hot starboard and the hot pole to reduce speed. There were some other time we discussed that. Okay, it's enough for today. See you on next talk.